there, I'm Jill Wellington with a little bit of laryngitis here, but I wanted to show you how to do one of these progression composites. And you can use these for so many things, like your child's first steps or your child running. Try it playing sports. Try it running to first base on the baseball team or playing soccer. But this little gal, she was one of my seniors that I was doing senior photos for, and she was on the track team. And I wanted to do something super special for her, so I did this progression composite. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, first of all, it starts when you're taking the photo. You want to set up your camera on a sturdy tripod and give enough area here so that you can get your entire scene in. Have your subjects stand in the middle and get a firm focus on them. Use a deep depth of field. I used an f8, I believe, for this photo. And make sure that you have everything aligned correctly. Now you're going to lock your focus and now have this subject get out of the scene. Set your camera so that you have multiple burst shooting, because you're going to be shooting a lot of fast photos right in a row. Then you count them down and have them run through the scene, and you're going to be clicking as they go along. Click, 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 click as they're running by. And these are the photos that I got when I did this composite. Started with that photo, this photo. See, I was just clicking as she ran, and she did her little leap in the air at the end. So now I'm going to show you how to stack these, and it's actually a lot of fun to do. So I'm going to start out with the last picture, and then I'm going to go in and grab the second to the last. Go ahead and click on it in your bin up here while holding down, drag it out of the bin. Now go up to your move tool, which is right at the top. Click on that. Now click on this picture, and while holding down with your left, pull over and drop it right over your other picture. We don't need this anymore, so go ahead and X out of it. Go ahead and center this right over your other picture. And now we're going to create a layer mask. Go down to the bottom of your layer palette and see this little square with a circle? Add a layer mask. Click on that. You can see your layer mask right here. It's this white square. Now we want to make sure we use a black brush. You can get to that click, toggle back and forth with these arrows from the black and white. You want your black on top. Now go up and click on your brush tool. Make sure you have a soft brush. Make sure the opacity is at 100% and your flow is at 100%. Now I'm going to use my right bracket key on my keyboard to enlarge my brush, and I'm just going to start painting in where this gal is. Now you don't want to erase her, so you have to be kind of careful around your feet. You might have to make your brush a little smaller, but because your camera was stationary, the background will stay stationary. So doesn't that look cool so far? Well, let's add another one. That should be the next one in the palette, which is this one. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to click on this while holding down, drag it out of the palette, use your move tool, move it on top of that picture, X out of this, center this again, and once again we're going to create a layer mask. Click on this, black brush, click on your brush, and now we're going to go and get these gals in again. Be really careful because this one you want to probably be in front. So we're going to go up and be really careful. And the beauty of the layer mask is if you do make a mistake, like let's say you did that, just go back to your white brush and you can get that back in again. That's the beauty of your layer mask. But I want this gal to be in the front, the one that's further forward. So go in there and make sure you get all of her leg. And I actually made a little mistake here. I'm going to go in and be a little bit more careful. You can always get this back right there. So that looks good. Now we go to our next one. Just simply pull it right out of the palette. Use your move tool. Move that over. As you can see, I'm just stacking. I'm going to add another layer mask. Click on my brush. And I'm going to bring these gals back in again. Isn't this fun to do? It's so easy to do too. Now I'm going to pull the next one out. Same thing. Moving it over. And adding the layer mask right here. Clicking on the brush again. Bringing all these girls in. I'm going pretty fast here, so you might want to make sure that you get your details better than I'm doing. I'm just trying to get this quickly for you to watch. Now, another thing that you can do, now that you've gotten all the girls in here, is you can go ahead and lower the opacity on the earlier ones to give it a little look of there really is a transition in there. So I'm making her a little bit transparent. This next one, a little bit less transparent, but still a little bit. And do this to your taste. And there you have it. And after you've done the composite, you can run an action on there and do any kind of your finishing work. But this is a really fun method to try. Enjoy this.